The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business. Right here in Central New York. The Local Show is locally produced by Zoey Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Oh, the beauty of summer is all around us, and the heat and everything else.
Bring it on. I'm good.
Oh no, it's all good. I'm waiting for the government to come up with some sort of a tragedy like the smoke from Canada. It's a plot. Yeah. Remember that? Everything was going fine, and then all of a sudden we had smoke.
But it's weather. Weather changes.
Goodness. Yeah, right.
So of course, when it's really warm, who do you hear from?
Yeah.
People that think that it was you driving your truck that made that did it.
Or the cows passing gas.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
All that
make a law. Cows can't pass gas.
Where are the fires this year up there in Canada?
Oh, there's still time. There's still time.
Is there still time?
It's early.
Good. I actually like the smell, so it was kind of fun.
You like the smell of smoke?
I do.
Are you a campfire guy?
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even around my neighborhood, a lot of people light those fires up, at night.
Do you have a?
I have a metal one. Yeah.
Thank you. What do they call it?
Yeah,
it's
that thing.
A
fire pit. Yeah. We drag that out and we'll do the s'mores and.
We do that at
like
camp.
Yeah.
We got some cheap marshmallows. They just kind of like
marshmallows.
Well, here's the deal. It would puff up, and he didn't do that.
Yeah.
It just like sagged and drooped.
Oh gosh. Maybe they were like 50% latex.
Yeah, there's something wrong with them. And then you get them brown enough,
plant-based marshmallows.
They burn. But so quick note.
Yes.
If you know somebody that's an industrial maintenance mechanic, I was talking to Nicole up at Pepsi up at Clinton's Ditch.
Yep.
There's a great opportunity. Mm-hmm. If you're the guy or gal that can fix everything that I break, Tom,
sure.
the machines and stuff.
Yeah.
Great job. It's at thepepsiplace.com. Take a look at it. Maybe you're not loving who you're working for. Mm-hmm. You're going to get paid great. And these are just great people.
What's the website again?
ThePepsiPlace.com,
okay.
Clinton's Ditch.
I just wrote that down. I'll check into that.
There you go. Yeah. Hey. And you are that guy, too. You can fix it.
Yeah, really. A little bit of everything. All right. Jacob Eichten is here. He's the general manager at Rubberstone. How are you, Jacob?
I'm doing great. Staying cool as much as I can. How about you guys?
Very good, my friend. Hey, give people a little background so they have a reference of where you came from, and then we can talk about what you do specifically over at the Rubberstone.
Yeah, sure. Well, I've been in Syracuse since I did my undergraduate here. Decided it was the right place to stick around and hang out.
Where were you before here?
I grew up in Massachusetts. I was born here, grew up in Massachusetts, came back. My dad always said the sky was at the right height. I tend to agree with him. He's from the Midwest. So,
interesting.
Nice halfway over here.
What was your undergrad in?
I did sociology.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah. So I got a sense of the lay of the land. And I thought this was a nice place to go, and there's plenty of concrete to take care of. So that's what got me here now.
Yeah, nice. And then how long have you been with Rubberstone all told, so far?
Sure. So started with them doing installs in 2020, did a season of that, so I got my hands pretty dirty, but they noticed that I was probably better behind a telephone than I was in the field. So that's what led me.
Yeah. Does that mean you were bad in the field or just better? What does that exactly mean?
A little clumsy. How's that?
Okay. I can't relate to that, Tom.
No. Yeah, you and Steve, two peas in a pod, huh? All right. So you're the general manager now, which means that do you go out and do, what do you call those, estimates, or are you mainly in the building? What are you doing?
Sure. Try to stay in the building, but I do have a little bit of everything. When you're running a small neighborhood business, you do have to wear a lot of hats sometimes. Mm-hmm. So
we were up at camp.
And keep it rolling.
Up at camp last week, walking on what Rubberstone did with our pier. Our wall. And I looked at it, and it was several years back. I'm like, this is perfect. Yeah, and then there was on another part that we didn't do. Guess what's starting to crumble?
The concrete.
That area. But the Rubberstone stuff is premier. Tell people what Rubberstone, in case they haven't heard you before. What is Rubberstone?
Sure. Rubberstone is a bonded rubber granule overlay system. So it lets us, we mix each batch custom for every job. We're able to do some nice color work that way and get you a nice attractive overlay. It pours down like a cement, which lets us float out any imperfections in the concrete. So whether you've got beautiful virgin new pour or you've got something that's several decades old and showing some salt and cracking and frost damage, we can take care of it with pretty minimal prep work, and we get the job in and done in under a week.
Which is nice, because I've seen some people, have their front yard torn up, for days and days when they're bringing in bricks. And
right. I mean, you did your sidewalk. That was a quick job, right? When they did
they were done in half a day.
It was in half a day.
I ate lunch, and they got there early in the morning, and then I came up for lunch from the studio and was eating, and I came outside, and they were just packing up. Wow. Now, it was a small,
Well, it's a sidewalk going up the
sidewalk, yeah. And So
did they do your pool too?
Yes, I don't have a pool.
Oh, that's right.
I got lots of neighbors with pools that could use the services. And once again, it's because of that the coolness too, right? It not only does it look good, but your little tootsies don't get hot.
Oh yeah, going around pools and patios is probably about half of our work, because it does create that nice high traction surface, so you're not slipping and sliding. It's a much softer on your feet because it is rubber, so it gives you some give.
Right.
And then that creates a nice little cooling layer. So you can hose that down and it'll evaporate all day long. But even just having that insulating layer on there is much better than raw concrete in the sun.
Talk about the sustainability and the environmental impact of this stuff.
Oh yeah. So it's we make a lot of our floors using recycled tire material. That's all the black material we use. So if you're getting a garage or a utility room or a driveway, it's going to be mostly recycled tire.
So why do they charge me to turn my tires in if they're going to recycle them and use them and give them to you? What's the deal with that?
Well, in order to make sure that we're getting that LEED certified green building material, we have a single source reprocessor.
Okay.
That is our dealer out of Saskatchewan, Canada. So we go from that single source to make sure that it's all cleaned up, and the material we're putting down is, like I said, green certified. There's no VOCs in the binding agents. So that means we can do indoor and outdoor without creating environmental hazards for you.
So that's just black then, that part?
Sure. The black is a recycled tire, and then we've got a whole rainbow of new material. It's EPDM rubber, which is the kind that you're using in roofing applications because it's UV tough. So we're not going to have any fading or any degradation of the colored material. So that's the kind of stuff. A higher percentage of that is going to go down around a pool, anywhere that's getting a lot of sun.
You mentioned utility room, and I had not thought about it in a utility room, but oftentimes people will have leaks, hoses break, things happen in utility rooms where the washer and the dryer are. You can actually lay this stuff down in a house.
Oh, for sure. It acts just like a carpet. So, if we're doing it outdoors, it's going to be tough for vehicle traffic. It's going to be good for walking around on and accepting the weather. But we can do it indoors as well. Like I said, it's nice and environmentally friendly for your indoors, and then acts like a carpet there that's not going to be damaged by water.
How does it deal with mold? How does it deal with the mold element?
Yeah, sure. You just need to vacuum it up, basically. There's nothing in the overlay that's going to absorb that moisture and become a medium for growth. So you just keep it clean like you do with your carpet, and it's a lot easier to do that.
You're not going to get mushrooms growing out of it.
No, sir.
That's
not unless you let it sit for a while. That's
and Tom knows the story. Years ago, I put a floor in my basement. It was a lot of work.
A parquet floor.
And I was so proud of myself.
You look like the Elks Club over there.
For a while, and then the boiler decided to do something, and it was a hot water tank, whatever it was.
Something. Yeah.
It got ruined.
Water everywhere.
And it tear it all up. And if I did not know Rubberstone at the time, it would have been a non-incident. Is that fair?
You got it, yeah. Okay. You just need to shop vac it out, and then you're back to where you were.
So getting an estimate now this time of year, because you guys are in and out in a day or so, you could still get probably an estimate and get a job done this year.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we still have openings. We're trying to get a lot more garages and pools lined up.
Excellent.
Bring it on.
Phone number? Oh yeah,
I think it's 463-5916.
That's right.
Is what I think it is. And Tom, area code
the big one,
315.
Yeah.
So get a quote 463-5916. RubberstoneNewYork.com and cover your ugly. And we're not talking about Tom.
Thank you very much, Jacob. You have a great rest of the day. Okay.
You do.
Kicking off hour number 2 of the local show, we're going to have a conversation with Dean Lyon. He's the founder of Animate Boot Camp, and then Neil Carr stops by, Vice President of Prime Heating and Air. Christina Kohler is part of Onondaga Grown. She's an egg processing manager at Hudson Egg Farms. I buy their eggs all the time. And finally, Jeremy Kidd is the financial advisor and registered principal at Pinnacle Investments, LLC. Stick around. Hour number 2 of the local show starts really soon.